Okay. Wait, no, that wasn't supposed to go that way. That wasn't. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not okay. This is going way worse than what I thought it would originally. I want to dedicate this song to all the lovers tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be one of them crazy Sunday nights. Just gonna chill. We just gonna chill. You know, maybe we can spend this Sunday night together. You know, just try to get clean. You know, all right, Bobby. All right, Bobby. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Thank you. Those are the wonderful sounds of Bobby Womack. At the end of the day. All right, so I am Eli Cage, the host with the most rage in the cage. Every day you read a book, you gotta do what? Turn the page, you know. So is that so? Oh my goodness, I'm tripping. I'm not even. Wow, wow. Am I gonna have to do this over again? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm gonna have to do this over again because while trying to record my podcast, but I didn't press the record button on my app. So real smart, very smart. So we just gonna act like nothing happened real quick. And Pluto, my damn dog. Can you be quiet? I'm trying to record something right now. I need you. Okay. Security. You always got to make sure everybody's fine and in one piece. Definitely appreciate that. But I think we might have to run Bobby back real quick. Uh, pardon me as we deal with some slight technical, productive issues, production issues. I mean, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, we gonna rewind this back and try this again. Okay. And wait, 3, 2. What you not? This is not going as well as I would have liked it to. But oh well, it is what it is. You can't. That's the beautiful thing about going live. You can't really edit nothing, and whatever happens, happens. So you know what? It is what it is. Let me just get down with the get down. Go back, and we're gonna start this one more time. I gotta turn it. Oh, there we go. Not that loud. Not that loud. Not that loud. This still don't make no sense. This is what happens when you try to be a content creator and you flat broke and you ain't got shit with it. And you using everything you got around you to try to make the best thing possible, which you can. All right, Bobby, we know it's cold outside. We already touched on that Sunday from the first take. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. So what now? Now that we done got that out of the way, finally, what am I going to talk about on this fine Sunday evening? So much to talk about, so much to say, so much is happening in the world. And, I really don't follow TV that much. I ain't got time. I ain't got time for TV and the typical stuff that you see on every day because it's all a bunch of BS and drama and just sad stuff. I'm trying to live me a positive, productive, content life, even while life tends to still be shitty. That's what it is. You make the best of what you have. Like say when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I guess because lemons are supposed to be all sour and bitter, and you find some way to get sugar and make the lemon sweeten the lemonade, and just like, hey man, just appreciate the things that you have. Appreciate the good people that you have, if you have any good people around, because the quality of people nowadays is so shitty because you got so many people who say be yourself, but then when you be yourself, it's a problem when you don't be what they want you to be. So it's like, where's the individuality? Where is the freedom of self-expression when I'm supposed to conform to a whole bunch of other ideals and stuff that I may not necessarily agree with? Like I can't be me. I can't be me, but still respect you and being myself with the fact of us being different, whether it be different backgrounds, different cultures, whatever the case may be. Just I'm just trying to be on the up and up and work to my goal of helping and inspiring people in a lot of ways because we all need some type of we all need some inspiration. Excuse me. Sometimes we all need just a little bit of a push. You know what I'm saying? Just push. Don't. And I'm not talking about shoving. Being all violent and aggressive. But sometimes you need a little push just to be like, all right, you got it. You got it. Don't give up now. I know you're tired, but you just got just a little, just a little extra motivation. Because sometimes we all deal with situations and battles and circumstances in life where we can be overwhelmed, and especially in this day and age where mental health is being featured so prominently in society, we definitely got to make sure that our well-being is good. With a lot of the negativity that's being spewed and strewn, whether it's in social media, TV, regular media, whatever the case is, ain't nothing really good no more. So then how can you expect for a society to have a positive frame of mind when everything is being so negatively charged? Like I need somebody to make that make sense for me. Now I know we in this 21st century and a lot of things is changing from what the old guard to the new guard is, but one thing that should have never changed was common sense. Like it doesn't. The funny thing to me is that to really understand like who you are as a person, you really gotta understand the people around you and who you affiliate yourself with. I was just watching a video on YouTube not too long ago, this wrestling video where they was talking about Naomi and Sasha Banks. If you don't know, Naomi and Sasha walked out of the company. That's a wrestling fan stuff. For my wrestling fans, I'm gonna have something for y'all on just wrestling stuff because this is just general broad spectrum me speaking about life and what I experience and think about and on the day to day and how perception and perspective on life has changed as a whole. Especially over the past 2 years. If you don't know, if you haven't followed any of my previous podcast episodes or seen any of my previous YouTube videos, I've been out of my element for the past couple of years. And quite frankly, it has been very, very interesting. Very, very interesting because it was very tumultuous and bad. Just for the most part, it was just straight up bad. But at the same token, there was a lot that I learned from it and a lot of lessons that I did not want to necessarily learn, but I needed to learn. And that's another thing about when you grow up, and I guess you could say the process of maturation is when you understand the necessary sacrifice that you need to make for the betterment of yourself, not necessarily anybody else around you, but for you. Is a lot of people talk about being selfish as being a bad thing, and it depends on the context in which you are selfish because. And even when you talk about selfish, you talk about narcissism. Narcissism was one of the big buzzwords that's being thrown around. Narcissist, narcissist, narcissist. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And, it's like people underestimate what the term narcissist actually means or what it comes down to. But I'm talking about narcissism in the sense of being selfish, in the sense of sometimes you have to be selfish you have to be selfish to make sure you are good. Like in this day and age, there's a lot of people who are hurt. I don't want to say broken, but they are hurt in this day and life. They are hurt, and they like to, you know, appease the people around them for whatever reason, But the people that they appeasing to for the most part often tend to take advantage and be like, okay, because this person is helping me, they're just helping me, just helping me, just helping me. Either while getting help, they either are just taking advantage and they don't care, or I don't know, but there's nothing wrong with having a good heart. There's nothing wrong with having a big heart in a lot of ways, as long as you know how to protect yourself from it. Because they talk about there's this old adage, this old saying, you wear your heart on your sleeve. If you wear your heart on your sleeve, you tend to get hurt. So if you wear your heart on your sleeve, excuse me, and that's who you are, that is perfectly fine. However, you should be able to protect your heart at the same token. Put on a long sleeve shirt. If you're gonna wear your heart on your sleeve, make sure it's covered, because you don't want to be hurt. Because a lot of people talk about, you know, genuine people and engaging with folks. People, oh, I'm real, I'm real, I'm real. 9 times out of 10, if a person gotta say that they real, they not even really being real. Okay, that's just off the rip. They not. Nobody has to. Anybody who is real, authentic, and who they are doesn't have to verbalize it like, "Oh, I'm a good guy. I'm a nice guy." Yeah, really. If you have to say that, then you're probably not. Probably. I'm not gonna say that you're not, but probably not, because a lot of times people who want to throw out a good game, who want to spit a good game, generally got some bullshit up their sleeve, or some dirt, or trying to pull the wool over on somebody's eyes at the end of the day. Anybody got time for that, man? Just be honest. Just be real. Just be authentic as you could be. Like in a society in which all this deception and creeping and whatnot is going around, like being condoned and accepted. Like how and once again, even going back to the whole mental health aspect, how is it that you want to promote mental health, right, and mental clarity, but pushing deceptive behavior to be accepted amongst the masses? How is it so pretty okay? So is this what this is? Is this a way to brainwash people into accepting lies as truth, when we know damn well that that's not the case? Like we gotta like what's wrong with asking questions? Like why is it a problem to ask questions? You know what I'm saying? People ask questions to get an understanding. And it's like, if you have a problem with me asking a question to get an understanding as to what exactly is going on, you clearly don't have my best interest at heart. You trying to beat me in my head for whatever reason, and I just want to know why. Why do you feel that it is okay to insult my intelligence and the intelligence of so many other people, when you say when you push these when you push this type of when you push these types of behaviors, whether it's scandalous behavior, whether it's malicious behavior, whether it be cheating, going stealing something behind somebody's back, or your friend or some shit like that. Like this is not cool. This is not cool. This is not the way to how we build better relationships amongst ourselves as people. That is the most counterproductive, most destructive shit that I've ever possibly heard of. Yeah, go do what you want, do what you want. Okay, yes, you can do what you want. You can be selfish to an extent, but you have to be wary of the people around you because there's 8 billion of us on this fucking planet, and none of us is by ourselves. So we have to take into account the people that surround us because we can help them. They can help us as much as we can help them. What is the purpose of trying to be at everybody's throat? For what? Meanwhile, we all down here at everybody's throat, but motherfuckers that secretly pulling the strings is laughing at each and every one of us. Entertainment, really? I mean, I want to be an entertainer. Yeah, I want to be able to connect and reach people and make an impact on their life to where they can say, okay, this person made a difference for me, to where I could want to be better and be like, okay, you know what, this person was in this situation. He was, he dealt with his share of trauma, whether it was, you know, being touched as a kid or being displaced or having to pretty much take care of himself because he really didn't have nobody around and still trying to be the best person that he could be when he don't want to be. Like, yes, that is my goal. That is absolutely my goal. If I could use this platform and this basis right now to connect with somebody, for them to read, to for them to see, watch. Hopefully, if they watch all of this and understand and empathize where I'm coming from, be like, okay, yeah, this dude may be right. He is right. Or even they might feel, okay, you know what? He gave me an inspiration to go do something when I feel like I don't have nothing to live for. We all got a purpose. We all got a drive. There's a meaning for everybody here. There's a meaning for everybody here. What is mine? I don't know. You just go and you just be raw and you just go and you just be. Just be. Like, I can tell you some situations where, like, when I was in a shelter, I spent 4 years in there for the most part, from 2000, late 2000 to 2004, roughly. And during those times, those was my teenage years. My what I graduated junior high. When we was in there, then I go to Catholic school, mind you. Okay, so let me just okay, all right. So I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna touch on this story, this little bit when I was when me and my mama was in the shelter. It was a very heavy period, a very very heavy period, and a lot of discovery for me as to who I was. You know, you know, um, grew up in a Christian household, so to speak, but went to public school and went to Baptist church. What is it? Pentecostal church, a Methodist church, and I've been to so many different sects of Christianity in the churches that they went to. Whatever, growing up, supposed to read the Bible, follow the Ten Commandments, blah blah blah. And the reason why I stress this point because after I graduated from junior high school, I went to Catholic school. I went to an all boys school, Rice High School in Harlem. It's not a school no more. That's a long story. That's a whole other story. I can get it. I could do a whole episode just on that shit alone. But you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's going to be the next episode. We're going to talk about my time at Rice High School. And shit, that's. But yeah, so the significance of this particular story of me going from public school to Catholic school, right? And this just gave me a whole different outlook on life as a whole because my first day of school was September the 10th, 2001. So, oh, Lord, Jimmy, why, Jimmy, and Jimmy, you. Can you have some damn sense, man? I'm trying to build this platform so I get some money. You can't be posting comments like that. Fuck around, get me demonetized. I ain't even got no money yet on my channel, man. You gotta tone it down, bro. You gotta tone it down. But yes, let's go, Brandon. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause you're not gonna get me banned off this, bro. They already got me shadow banned on Instagram because they hating on me. I don't need you coming and fucking this up for me either. Okay, thank you. I love you, bro. Thank you. So you done made me lose my damn thought. What the hell was I saying, fool? Yeah, write and go through all my notes and whatnot. But see, this is why I can't stand some people. But this is also me too. This is why I need to have more of my thoughts written down. But it's kind of hard to go off of a plan when you're just going off the top of your head. You know. But right. So to show the story. That's where I was. Jimmy making me lose my damn train of thought. Keep it civil in the chat, man. And if you, yo, man, not finna send out more, send the link out. I need more people. So get more people on this motherfucker. Give me some exposure. Bro. Because you know, once I get to the top, I done known your ass for too long. So once I get there, you're gonna get your piece. When I see you, I'm gonna curse you the fuck out. I'm gonna curse you out first of all. Anyway, excuse me, because I'm over here getting into what's the name? With one of my people, with one of my folks in the chat. Excuse me. All right, back to the main focus. September 10th, 2001 was my first day of high school. First day of Catholic school, no less. So the next day, if you were born before September, if you was born before September 2001, you know what happened. For those of you who may not, because it has been 20 some odd years and I am old, and it's still, for me, I still remember it like it was yesterday. But what happened that day was the worst attack on American soil since Pearl Harbor in World War II, and that was December 7th, 1941, quote unquote, a day which will live in infamy. And let's just say that sequel came September 11th, 2001. There was an attack in which 4 cities were affected. The World Trade Center in New York City was destroyed. I was there. I watched it. I saw it happen. Then you had a plane that was allegedly en route to the White House, which was shot down over a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. And then you had a plane that crashed allegedly into the Pentagon, and over 3,000 lives were lost that day. And for me, before I continue with this, I didn't know originally that I had relatives or family members or whatever in the tragedy, in the event that happened. But I did. Early October, there was a thing in the Daily News, just an issue of just people. And my mother had told me that my god aunt was one of the people who were the victim. One of those who passed. I don't like to use the term victim, because I have this kind of mantra that I say: survivors never die, only victims do. But that, to call those people victims, I feel is disrespectful. They I don't know how to really describe it. It's still rough for me, but the significance. Her name was Celeste Victoria Torres, and they found her in February of 2002 by DNA remains. But to go back to the school, So that day, September 11th, everybody is rushing out of school because you got a Adam Clayton Powell office building, which is a federal building across the street from this, up the block and across the street from the school. Everybody's all nervous and scared because all you hear is planes flying around the city and just sirens and just radios is just playing what happened. Just the TV it just replays over and over and over and over and over. Either the planes going through the building or the towers coming down to collapse, and people running away from the buildings as they collapse and jumping on the back of ambulances and ducking under cars from all the debris and everything, watching, like seeing plumes of smoke and people walking out of plumes of smoke, walking across the Brooklyn Bridge was bananas. Like the entire city was like on complete lockdown. Nobody was in, out, buses, trains, stop, everything. Everybody was just completely fucking terrified. But throughout all of that, the fear that everybody, especially in the city of New York, felt and endured that day, like we were pretty calm and contained. It wasn't a lot of hysteria the way how you would think it was, the way how they would probably uh, um, over exaggerated, like if it was in a Hollywood movie or whatever. No, it really wasn't like that. It was very quiet for a long time, a very long time. It was very quiet. But, the next day, September the 12th, they said no school. I wanted to go to school. That was the one day I wanted to go to school. I was scared, so scared. Nobody knew what was gonna happen. Pretty much the whole city just got hit with like 2 flying bombs, and then there's another building that just mysteriously fucking just drops out of nowhere, and then there's a church that's unscathed. Like, I shit you not, like Trinity Church, untouched. I still can't believe it to this day how that church, over 100 years old. I think this is the same church that has Benjamin Franklin's headstone. Like, I kid you not. Like, I mean, big time motherfuckers was down buried at this church, and nothing happened to it. So the next day, the 13th, it's Thursday now. Everybody's coming back in. It's still quiet. Nobody, like, what do you really say? Teachers didn't really know what to say. Students really know what to say. But there was this one kid named Jamal who thought it was funny to make jokes about the jumpers. I don't I don't understand how you could make light of a situation of that magnitude and think it was okay. I lost it. I think I beat him with a desk because I asked my religion teacher, because I was always told, even before I went to Catholic school, if you go and commit suicide, you will go straight to hell because God gave you that life. So who are you to take it away? So now I have this question. If that is the case, will God forgive all of those people who jumped from those buildings? Like, if God is supposed to be so merciful, then anybody who is in that situation should have to go to hell for trying to save themselves when they knew they was going to die any damn way. So he really didn't have an answer for me. Nobody had an answer for me. And it was just like, what were they supposed to do? No, just pray, keep praying, keep praying. These people are being burnt alive. How much are they supposed to pray? Like really? Oh, God gonna save me? Like what's that story? That old fable of the lady in the flood when it's raining, and then she's like, "Oh, God gonna come save me. God gonna people coming. Come on, get out the house. Get out the house. God gonna come save me. God gonna come save me. Get out the house." Again, the rain keep coming, the flooding is flooding, then they coming on little paddle boats. And when I get out the house, get out, oh, God gonna come save me, God gonna come save me. Y'all keep going, keep going. Now the whole street, the whole county flooded. She on top of the damn house. And the chopper come. Like, yo, lady, come on. Like, this is it. This is it. Like, we trying to get you out of here. This is it. Oh, God gonna come save me. God gonna come save me. All right. Chopper take off. The motherfucker drown. End up dead. She end up she go to the gate at St. Peter, like, yo, what happened? He said, you dumb motherfucker, you. Like, yo, I gave you 4 chances. 4 chances. You want to talk about I gave you 4 chances. You want to be on some dumb shit. Now look at you. You expect me to let you through the gates? You dumb motherfucker. Like, no, you don't know. Like, how? That's some dumb shit. Now, those people, like, they deserve all the passes in the world, man. As far as that go, what was they supposed to do? Not for nothing. I don't even know what would any of y'all do if y'all was in that situation. Your last moments. Your last moments. You were in a you were in a skyscraper on fire with no way out. And you pray, but yet and still, if you don't necessarily know, even if you want to subscribe to this, if I don't know, I can't kill myself, I'm gonna go to hell. You're already dead, respectfully. You're already dead. So it made me really question everything about Christianity and religion as a whole. If my professors and these experts, if brothers who are in who work in the school, like brothers, fathers, it's a Catholic school. These are supposed to be theological experts. Allegedly, they can't give me an answer for this. They can't give me an answer for that. 3,000 people? What? That city afterwards, man, for months just smelled like you could just smell the motherfucker. You could just smell the flesh. Like it was like as much as I talk about how quiet it was, like it really it was shocking. You could have a train packed to the core. And New York City trains always be packed to the core. But when you got a train full of people and you could literally hear a pin drop, like the city stood still for a long time. A long time. And they made the tribute museum, and they have the reading of the names every year. And I don't even really know like how to really go, because it's just so much from that day. That day, what that day means to me, as a person, as a human being, but also somebody who was born in this country, with the history that it's had. It hasn't been the best. By no means has it been the best. But I'm still an American. This what happened to this land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, and something, and this land was made for you and me. I just can't even. I can't even really fathom. Like, just excuse me, because it's just like, oh, just like coming back and just like flooding. Just that year alone, because I could 4 years, but I'm not gonna go through all 4 years. I'm just this 9/11 story for me. It's just you can never forget it. That's what they always say. Oh, never forget, never forget. Some things you can't forget. Those when they talk about certain events that happen, excuse me, in history, where they say those events that you will never forget where you are. That was definitely one of them. I'm just glad the nightmare stopped. Planes flying through the window. Just what was you gonna do, man? What were you gonna do? So appreciate the people you have around you. Love the people you have around you. Even if they may not show you no love, you still love them. Because love is extremely powerful as well as extremely dangerous. Don't get it twisted. Everybody, oh, love, 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 love. Love is good, but love can get you. Love could get you killed. I'm sure plenty of y'all. I'm sure enough of y'all done seen Get Rich or Die Trying. What was that rule 50 said? New rule number one: love will get you killed. Ain't no lies told. Just gotta know how to be smart with it. But it can change a lot of things too. You don't gotta be all mushy, mushy. Oh, I love you. But just you can love from the heart, love from a distance. Like, yo, you can send love without being over expressive with it. Just like, all right, you know what? If somebody insults you, it's all right. You'll be all right though. Somebody come at you, say some wild shit out of pocket. You know what? You'll be all right though. You'll be all right. Just think of that as saying, you know what? That's all right. I still love you though. Throw them up. Throw their whole shit up. What's this? Somebody said some. I was using a hashtag for a while. Oh, I hope you heal. Really do. Really do. Like at the end of the day, it's too much misery going on for people to want to keep pushing that shit, man. Let's hope for people to really get some healing going on, some understanding. Let's get that going. Let's get this going to the point where we say, okay, I know this person is hurt, but this person expressing his hurt is not necessarily, aiming it at me. That's just them projecting how they feel at the moment. So I'm not gonna take it personal. I'm gonna just be like, okay, you need a moment. You have your moment over there. I'm gonna be over here. Might not see eye to eye right now, but just be cool over there. I'm gonna be cool over here. I ain't gonna hate him. You ain't gonna do nothing inside. Too much sabotaging and shit for what, man? For what? Everybody want to get to the top, but it's lonely at the top, but it's lonely at the bottom too. What's the purpose of being at the top above everybody if you don't got nobody to share that shit with, man? Because if you at the top solo by yourself, then that means you have to step on a bunch of other motherfuckers to get to the top. And if you at to the top, if you get to the top by stepping on a bunch of people, that foundation of people that you stepped on to get to the top is going to crumble and you're going to fall right back to the bottom. So if you want to be to the top with people that you want to bring to the top with you. You keep the cycle going of elevating instead of degrading. Like this is just basic shit. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. You don't shit where you eat. Like, come on. Like, I think even my dog probably agreeing with the shit. That's probably why he barking from the dog. But what does he know? But anyway, I want to thank y'all for spending this Sunday night with me. I'm trying something new. I want to do this simulcast, like go live, but record my podcast at the same time and see how that whole thing go. But I appreciate you. I thank you. I hope everybody stays beautiful, stays awesome, stays amazing, stays positive, stays productive. You know what? No matter how shitty your life may be, how bad it may be, you always got to keep moving forward. You always got to find a way. You got to manifest and affirm that whatever obstacle that you are dealing with, you are going to find a way to beat that. You know what I'm saying? For my wrestling fans, like, yo, we got it's a serious near fall for your boy right now. Your boy keep kicking out at 2, man. I don't know how much longer he keep kicking out at 2 before you got to come up with, with the hookup and whatnot. You know what I mean? We gotta do something. We gotta change something. Get up with the roll up, the schoolboy finisher, the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, the roll up pin, but y'all just stay beautiful, stay home, stay home, just do what you do, be awesome, spread the love, stop spreading the animosity and the negativity, even when you want to, because it's really not going to be worth it at the end of the day. I'm tired. Ain't you tired? Everybody's tired of all of that. So let's just do the damn thing and be awesome. Y'all have a fantastic evening. And I see you when I see you. Peace.